What this is the recording. We're getting ready to cut the big red oak tree. And here's your sound bite.
Well, Roger, very well.
Now that sounds like a loaded statement, Derek. That could be anything.
Oh, Roger, see this.
Okay, so I want to show you all this because this is high stakes poker here.
He's probably recording you right now.
So here's how bad it's leaning. Like holy crap leaning. Holy crap leaning. Look at that. Holy crap leaning. But that ain't it. Where's it leaning, you ask? Well, I'll ask. So anyways, look. It's leaning all the way down there. That is a long ways down there. That is 30 to 35 feet down here. This bank is undercut. It's undermined. Look how bad this is undermined. Here's Brutus sitting on top of it, but I do have some stumps and have some roots, so I feel safe here in the cutter. I won't wear my seatbelt, but I feel safe here in the cutter as far as the bank caving way when I go to push. This is a huge red oak, and I'm set at the proper trajectory, I think, with Brutus to be pushing at the proper angle to fight this thing, and with a little bit of English, at least keep it out of that ditch. I'm going to try to use that gum tree, gum tree there, for a little bit of a side rail, and then I'll use these hard maples here to mash them down to slow things down a bit. This beech stump is cut high, so this is my guardrail like a log trailer. Now I'm going to be awful hard on this stump. I don't want to hear any mess out of anybody, which I'm sure I will anyways, but I'm going to make a real fat, nasty, disgusting hinge, and it'll barely not bust the tree. Barely not. It's a red oak. It's a hard side leaner. I need all the help I can get here. And Brutus is lined up with the turntable. I'll have to do it with swing and head rotate pressure, and my hydraulic momentum forwards is the only chance I got. And this is barely gonna work, barely. If in fact it ain't a total fumbling failure. So here we go. Oh, this is a struggle. This tree. And when I get done with this one, I got another hard one. These are both tough trees. The other one's gonna be dangerous. This one ain't really dangerous unless Brutus slides over the hill. But it could be an expensive mistake if I screw it up because of the clean out of the ditch. I'm not ready, but the reason I'm cutting this out is I have to have room. I have to have room for my skis. And with this root spur sticking out, I don't have room for my skis. Now I hope this daggone tree don't break off on me and start over the hill, because it's got enough side lean. This tree is a high school tree. This is no kindergarten tree, I promise you. If I pull this off, it's going to barely be pulled off. I'm just praying I don't end up down there in a ditch with the son of a buck with this bank caving off, because this bank's got one hell of an undermine under it. It back up just a hair. And
Juggy, you got 7 of them on there that's extra. Here they.
Oh,
I got them
boy.
marked on one end, but they're all up towards the headache rack.
I hate pushing off this bank like this too. I hope my maple roots hold up on me. Now I need to pull up where I got the proper, oh, wrong direction. I need to pull up where I got the proper hydraulic trajectory. Oh gosh, I don't feel good about it. I'm just gonna rip it off like a Band-Aid. Here goes. Oh.
That usually still hurts though.
Oh, go.
Pretty tough Band-Aid.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful! Yeah! 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 Woo! Woo!
That should be good for another capsule out of bowling. A lot of them going out today.
Woo! If my heart stops beating, I'll try this other tree. Stevie, can you clean that up down there?
Yep, all for mine.
Copy that. Biden 2020.
Now you gonna cut that big bastard.
Yeah, I got a plan.
Make sure it's a safe son of a bitch.
Copy that.
Tyler, from here it looks like it's favoring the east a little bit. It don't look like much.
Okay. Thank you. It'll take me a minute to get my springboards right and all that stuff and get it all safe. So here's how we're gonna do this one. Man, sorry about the language. I'll cut that out. But I'm gonna tell you right now, that was a big win. That wasn't a high school tree, that was a doctorate tree. That's a doctorate in timber cutting it takes to get that tree down like that. Not tooting my own horn, I'm just saying that was bad. That was bad, bad. Red oaks are heavy too. Now one thing, being November, now if I cut that tree in the middle of July, in the middle of June, if I cut that tree in the middle of June, it might have not been so good for me. That's how close it was. I'm glad I cut it in November instead of the middle of June. Now let's see if I can live through this one. If I live through this red oak tree, then we've got it. We've won. What y'all seeing here is not bull mess. This is not kindergarten. I don't know how to, I'm sure I'll get, if a lot of people sees this, I'm sure I'll get heckling on the internet. Whew. My damn heart's a, woo, she's a popping bud. Woo! Oh God, I'm shaking. Woo! That's what, feeling alive. Oh. 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 Here we go. We get caught. Oh, about ate the track there. Okay, so what this is, I should shut Brutus off. What'd y'all think of that? Got a little bit of crud on the swing. All right, so here we go. This is how big this bad boy is. Now this ground falls away to nothing. Now I spent about a half hour, 45 minutes yesterday, throwing all the tree tops I got from this area over here to try to make this area, it's about 15 foot to the ground from right here, right where I'm standing. But I got a good safe spot here Look, the animal come and made a poop last night. Some old animal dropped a dookie there. The good news is this thing's straight standing. It's leaning towards me. It's favoring towards my angle. It's favoring towards my angle. Just a little, oh gosh, don't look down. It's favoring towards me a little bit, but not much. And that way's south. So I think it won't fall on its own because it's so fat. It's so fat that it won't fall on its own. I will have to have Brutus to take off pushing it. But I think I can triple hinge the top side. It's a red oak. I'm gonna leave a great big fatty on it. On that side of the hinge. And which I gotta put my springboards over here. I gotta have 2 springboards to get me around there. Which I got 2 springboards, so I'm good. But this tree, my God, what a tree. Whew. Mercy, mercy, sweet Jesus. Let me shut old Brutus off. I don't know where I'm at on bar maintenance. Don't feel the sharpest, so we'll just have to see. If it's binding up, I'll put an edge on it when I start into it. First things first, I got to set my springboards, so I got a safe platform to cut this tree from. I specifically made these springboards a few years ago, and I wanted to take my time and build them just right so they're very safe, and I love them. I really love them, and I really have confidence in them. I really think I really have the confidence in them. Now let me show you what my springboards are. Those of you that's not been on my channel for very long, here's your springboards. Anybody needs to make these, I put little hooky-doos in them right here, and you stick your springboard in, and your hooky-doos biting the tree. It'll take you a little bit to get used to how to put them in, but they are very nice. They do a very good job, and once you get them into place properly, they can be very safe. And that's what I love about them, because you're already cutting a tree in a dangerous spot. The last thing you want to need to do is not feel safe on what you're standing on. So now the stump height's going to be a tall stump. I'm not going to put a low stump because of the swell on the butt. I'm not going to fight for every last inch of the tree. So my stump height's going to be about 1.5 feet, 2 foot below that blue line. About a foot. So my springboard's going to need to be about the height of that beech limb around there. Can you all see up that tree? That is how bad. It ain't leaning, it ain't bad. It ain't leaning, it's leaning back maybe a little bit. No, it ain't, because the trunk's leaning forward here. This tree's pretty much straight standing forward and backward. It's just got a little side lean over the hill. But nothing we can't fix with a good heavy hinge. Nothing we can't fix with a good heavy hinge. So as long as we cut this stump right, we're gonna win this tree. Ooh. That don't sound good. See if we can make this baby safe. I think that'll do. That was in. All right. Okay. 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 Oh. See how it's leaning over here? If the tree's solid, it won't be a problem. But if this tree turns out to be hollow, I'm gonna have to pull out all stoppers. Now my hinge ain't none too big. It ain't oversized hinge, that's for sure. So I have to make up for it in thickness. But we'll see. We'll just see where it gets us. That is quite a drop off down there. From that down to the ground, straight below the end of that is 12 feet. So if I fall out in it, it's gonna turn into 20 feet pretty quick. So I gotta be careful and be sure-footed. This saw's not kicking, I hope. It'd be a terrible time to have a bucking saw, your drag's down too far. The only thing that fears me is
That cut look like it's sitting back a little.
what scares me is if I go to grab it, it's so big.
I wouldn't grab it. I'd sit over there with Brutus and take your horn and try to pull it.
If I wrap my horn around the backside and
Yeah.
Sonny said Brutus right
Yeah,
about here.
yeah.
Okay. That GoPro's over there. Grab it if you don't care.
Get back out on your springboard. I want to get one more.
Okay.
A while ago, you couldn't see the ditch down there.
Oh, I'm nervous.
I'm not.
Oh, I don't want to pick that mess
That's
up.
not the first red oak that I've had to clean up from you in a big ditch.
Yeah, but Stevie, that's not a big ditch. That's the ditch of all ditches.
I've got a lot of practice on cleaning up red oaks behind you. Where's your thing? I'll go out there in that field real quick.
Yeah, the phone's on the ground out there. This is recording.
Oh, I see your phone now.
All commentary very welcome.
All right. It's already on?
Yeah.
All right.
Don't shut it off because they're in tune.
I'm going to put your saw on this stuff.
Yeah, we're safe. Oh gosh, Stevie, do I got this? There's nothing holding.
This thing just died.
No, it does that. Oh man. Okay. Well, let me change out batteries before we make a mistake here. All right, guys, this is the part 2 of the big red oak springboard tree.
Yeah, the catastrophe.
The catastrophe waiting
Yeah.
to happen.
Yeah, this is going to happen,
Hey,
the catastrophe.
if I don't feel good about it, if I can't get hooked around there where I like it, I'll have to wait on you.
Oh, well.
I'm not going to lose that tree.
I've only got one more load right there where I'm at. And then I can track up real quick before I have to move over to my piles, and they ain't done anyway.
Okay.
So we can buy a little bit of time. And I'll sell them a little bit of time. It's got quite a bit of lean towards that farm over there. I didn't know it. When he was cutting a while ago, I seen the tree set back.
I'm a little on the nervous side. I think we could have this just fine. But if you don't proceed with caution in a scenario like this, that tree will end up in the daggone friggin' abyss down there. And that is a definite no-no.
I guess he wants me to help him with that big hickory. Look at all them golden leaves up there, Cowboy. Cowboy wanted to come down there and get a bunch of video of the leaves and everything, and it would have been epic. All the trees and everything Tater was throwing down that hole, all of it will look good.
Now I'm gonna try to get it just the right angle.
This is my favorite time of the year. Look at all the color change. Love it. Temperatures were dropping. If it goes right, it should land on this tile he's got here. See if I can't get, if it does go right, I want to see if I can't get some of the wind off of it.
Oh boy, it's a long. Don't look down, whatever you do, Brutus. Just don't look down. I ain't angled right good enough. I gotta get this angle just right because my horn ain't long enough to get around a backside tree just right.
Axemen used to do this. Look, I don't know if you can tell on the phone or not. Try to pick something in the back, or the camera. Try to pick something in the background that's looking straight to it, and then look at the lean that it's got to the right. It's got a lot of weight and a lot of eastward lean. East is to the right. He's sitting in a good spot. I don't think he's gonna have the power to do it, but I think I'm standing in a bad spot. I wouldn't have done that, Tater. I would have used your horn behind that. He knows more about that machine than I do, though. I would have felt more comfortable with that horn.
No, still ain't right. I gotta be over a few more feet yet.
Thank you, Bill. You're welcome, and I think I just screwed that one hole up. But you got it. I'm not going to leave you down. I got you screwed up, okay?
Now I can do the rest of this is my tilt.
But when Axeman was here and they was videoing tater cutting, they would stand so close to trees, like across the ditch, you could see the wind making their shirt ruffle. It was pretty cool. They was pretty nuts, but it was pretty cool. Of course, they didn't use none of that footage on the show or nothing, but I thought, you daggone idiot, you're gonna get killed. He might have to use his tracks to back up and help pull on that. I don't think he's got much dragging power. Well, yeah, he does. Oh, it's moving. Oh, it's moving good. Oh my God, it's going in the creek. No, it ain't. Whew, I thought it was.
Oh my God, it was pulling me over.
He missed his target though. Look at the dirt. Look like a great big shot berm. Look at all the leaves that cleared out of this guy's field. Let's go see how bad it looks.
Damn it, we still got it down there. That was a bad idea because that thing was trying to pull me down over the hill.
Yeah, I think it did actually go down in the ditch. Not down in the ditch, but it ain't nowhere nice, I can tell you that. Yeah, that is gonna suck.
There's so much dough in it, the hinge couldn't do anything.
That's gonna suck. That's heavy.
It still ain't where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, you're about 20 feet off the target.
It pulled me over the hills, you see that?
Yeah.
It's just about
It would have been awesome if it would have hit this stump and just shattered to pieces rather than being down there.
Up, down I go. Wow. Yep.
Let's get a look at the stump.
Damn it. 2 cable skidders simultaneously pulling?
I don't know. I think I need to get the dent up here and chop on that top for about 2 hours, lightening that top up as much as possible. Let my camera have a look at this jacked up stump.
Look at all the dough that just gave way.
Yeah, what killed you is probably boring it out.
Yeah.
That probably hurt you more than anything.
If I knew it was hollow going into it, I probably wouldn't have done that.
Yeah. I don't know why anybody ever use that stupid triple hinge.
Corona. Stevie. Corona.
See what that stupid triple hinge done? It put it down in the creek.
Put it in the creek? Stevie, the creek's all the way over there. If I hadn't lost that beach over the hillside, I wondered if it'd have helped. I don't know.
No, there wasn't much saving it.
Man, you see it pulling me over?
Other than the din-din, that would have helped a lot.
Yeah, the din-din would have helped. A bunch. I should have waited on the din-din.
Y'all have seen it out there in the field though. It was awesome. Like, it looked like a great big DeWalt leaf blowers. Woof! One big 40-foot swath. There's no leaves in the field at all.
Jesus. Man, I did not want that.
It probably won't be too bad. But like I said, I think we need to get the din-din and chop on that top for a while and lighten a lot of that up. Maybe go ahead and tie a skidder to the top so it can't slide over while I'm doing it.
It'll take 2 skidders pulling it up out of there, won't it?
Probably. Now that you got that wood down there, it ought to ski on it pretty easy though.
Yeah, that was the idea behind it. So it had something to slide back up and out on.
I knew you was thinking of a good excuse.
Mm-hmm. No, what?
You've had 2 days to think about that excuse.
The actual excuse wasn't supposed to land right there, Stevie. Right there.
2 days to come up with that excuse, and that's all you come up with?
Who aimed this, by the way? Here's where it was aimed. Stevie, and there's where it went.
Yeah. I can't believe this.
I was panicking in there because it started pulling Brutus over, and I was stuck behind a tree.
Well, I wouldn't have used the bell. I would have used the horn, but I think you actually got more leverage down there now to look at it up here.
Well, if I'd have used the horn, I was afraid I wouldn't get around the tree far enough.
That's what I'm saying. You got more length down there.
Then I got around the tree, and I was stuck. And as it went over, it was just pulling me with it. I was pulling for all I had, and the track started coming off the ground. And I just finally, I didn't know how to get out from under it.
Yeah.
I just finally dropped it to the ground.
All right. Well,
there it is.
I've had enough. That's all I can take today.
Yep. That's about it.
Down there waiting. Hopefully Junkyard got to witness that.
Yeah.
Ain't too often you get a witness something like that.
Clean up on all three, Stevie.
Witnessing that is about like witnessing an election. It's something you just don't see.
Stump 2020, Stevie.
Yeah.
Stump 2020. Oh, gosh. Oh, what a mess. That was not how that was supposed to go. I'll get it. That is definitely not how that was supposed to go. I patted everything up. I tried all I could to keep it up here. It's just too doty. Stump was too doty. It didn't have enough bite in it. Brutus, at the angle I was at, Brutus just didn't have enough bud in him to hold that tree over. And the thing is, when it started taking me over, it was pulling the machine. I couldn't get out from under it. I couldn't let it go. I was at the mercy of the tree, which I didn't like that a bit. The only thing that could have saved me is if it did pull me over the hill with it. The stump was high enough, that red oak stump was, I would have slid down over this hill. I would have slid down over the hill till I saddlebagged and straddled that stump and stopped. But look at this. If I'd have been all the way down to where I'd have saddlebagged and straddled that stump, my cab would have been sitting up here about like this. You talk about scared. I would absolutely soil my pants. I would soil my britches at that situation.
Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe and hit that bell. Thanks for watching the video, and make sure to get that walkway.com merch. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
We love you and see you.
He's like them listening.